Good morning, everyone. It's Ozark living off-grid Homestead. It's July the 27th, right around 8 o'clock in the morning. Goats have been out for a little while, and as you can see, the babies are over there playing. And Mama's mad. She keeps calling me. She wants her grain. Well, normally the way I do it, I let them out in the mornings. I don't give them any grain in the mornings. And the reason I don't give them any grain in the morning is because that little buckling, which they have accepted him, he actually sleeps right in there with them. He stays right with them, you know, when they're in the pen. And they don't give him a hard time. But he's in there. They won't let him eat any grain. They will run him off when it comes time to eating the grain. So he's actually in there now, eating his grain. He gets his in the morning, and as soon as he's done, I bring him out and tether him off on the other side over here so they don't get tangled up, because I still can't let him go. And he's getting a lot better at me catching him. He's not fighting me. He's not running as much. He'll stand there and let me put the lead on him, but he still will not let me really go up and touch him. But I have to keep them separate, like I said, because she won't let them, or they won't let him eat any grain. They want it all for themselves. But when I put them in tonight, they get their grain because they won't let him get any anyway. But one of the other things I wanted to go ahead and do, this is just a short update. Hopefully I'll keep it short. I'll try to keep it short. But I started bush hogging that area out there. That's just, well, I don't know how big of an area it is, but it's a pretty big area for these goats here. That's where I am going to put the goat pen. It's going to be that whole front area out there, but I'm going to start with one small section. I think it's pretty big for them right now, and as I have time or whatever, expand it, make it a little bigger, just keep moving it back and keep moving it back until I get it back to where I want it. But I've already bush hogged it down so I can actually get in there and put all the posts in and run the wire and everything and put the gate in and everything so I can get them in. So it should be much longer. You know, the only thing is it's been very hot here, which I know a lot of you guys are hot no matter where you're at. Heat index is around 106, 110 during the day. So a lot of times I do most of my work where it's out in the open, where the sun would be. I do it in the mornings as soon as I can. And around 12:30, 1 o'clock or so, when that sun really gets up there and really gets hot, I'll move up under the shade tree and start working on some things. And this is one of the things I've been working on. Now I'm going to build another coop, as you guys know, for the chickens, but it's going to be a lot bigger than this. And some of the other videos you've seen, I've had, I think there's 21 barred rock pullets that I've had in this cage. In fact, where my grandkids, the video of my grandkids is on, you guys can see them. I take them out and put them in here during the day. Let them run around all day long and eat the grass and move it around. And this I made out, I had some old cage wire, like for rabbits or something like that, or birds or anything like that. So I went on, because I want to try to keep it as light as possible, I went ahead and made it up like a cage, like a bird cage or something. I used the hog rings, you know, they have the special pliers, and you just crimp them together. And it's real sturdy. I mean, I'm going to put some wood around it to make it even sturdier, because it's going to be like on a chicken tractor. That way it'll be real sturdy. But this is what they're running around in. So, and this is going to be not a chicken tractor to grow them out in. It's to get them started. When they're old enough to come out of the brooder box and then go in this, and it'll be connected to this little house over here, and I'll take you over in a second and show you this. And it'll be a chicken tractor, and I'm probably going to put 4 wheels on it, because depending on how heavy it is, to make it easier to pull. if I put 4 wheels on it. Because I'm using this slab lumber, but I did use some plywood because I want it to be solid. I didn't want any cracks in there. So if it gets cool or cold, it doesn't blow any rain or anything like that in there. And plus, it just makes it a lot easier to work with. But one of the other things, and I've seen these on YouTube, now, of course, you guys, any of you guys that have chickens, you've probably seen them, is the automatic feeders that you make out of PVC pipe. I started cutting this one yesterday till my battery went dead. Actually, I got done working on the coop. I was hot and tired, but it really wasn't ready to stop working, so I grabbed the drill and started drilling holes in this, and I'll get this thing finished up. But it's automatic feeder. They stick their head in those little holes, and they get the food, but it keeps them from making a big mess and storing it out all over the ground. And the two will actually be on the outside, where you just pour the food in, so you can actually keep that thing full all the time, and you don't have to go in and out of the pen. You don't have to worry about them really getting up on it, perching on it, and stuff like that. I'm going to take you over and show you the little chicken coop that's going to be attached to that wire chicken run there. And it's going to be open at the bottom. You can see I started putting the chicken wire around, and the slab wood. I've got one piece on the bottom here, but I've got to put another piece on each side there to make it real sturdy. So when I'm dragging it, or I put wheels on it or whatever. But there will be a door, big door in the back. I'm going to do the same thing I did on that other chicken house. A little bit different, but the same concept. Removable bottom, to where it's real easy to clean out, and it just makes it so much easier to clean out. And you can actually flip the board over and let it air out, while the other side is what you put your straw on, because I actually use straw instead of shavings. Now on the sides and everything, I'm actually going to use the slab wood, but I'm going to put it back on the saw, some of it on the saw, and I'm going to turn it up sideways and rip it down to where it's thinner, so it doesn't add a lot of weight to the chicken tractor. But it'll give you the illusion that it's all slab wood siding. And, you know, of course, it'll just cover the whole side now. This is the front. And then again, you can see the top there, how it's sloped. And one of the neighbors asked me why I made it so short. Honestly, it's not that short, but the little pin over there that's going to be attached to is kind of low. Like I said, this is not a chicken tractor that I'm going to completely grow chickens out in to full grown. It's going to be used just to get them up to the age where they can actually go in the chicken coop and be okay in the chicken coop. Now this front here, this will all be open, because here is where the little run is going to come out this way, and it'll be attached to it. And then of course up front here we'll have a big window there that's wired, and I can actually, you know, in the wintertime I can close it off when needed. The only thing is, because that is so low over there, I'm going to have to put a ramp under the bottom and a hatch in the bottom, and they're going to have to learn it to go up in the bottom and go up inside the chicken house and come in and out, which I think they'll learn, because I'm going to leave them in there 2 or 3 days, get them used to it. Then I'm just open the hatch, let them come out on their own and figure it out. And of course, there's going to be times I know I'm going to have to catch them and put them back, but it's not a big deal. But anyway, I just, those things they're getting so big, I need to get them out of there where I've got them now and get them put in here, and then I'll go back to work on the chicken house. And I'll get to my progress on the chicken house pretty soon. Hang on, guys. I'm going to take you over and I'm going to show you the other chickens and the guineas and the turkeys, how they've grown. All right, back in a second.